The Go to Carpathia certificates are granted by the Bieszczady Foundation for the best quality, environment-friendly ecotourism products and services available in the Eastern Carpathian Mountains. Certificate for the Uflika Tourist Farm for the bread baking workshop. Certificate for the Uflika Tourist Farm for the Feast of Bread event. We've got some samples here to give you an idea of our grains: spelt, rye, wheat, barley, oats, millet, buckwheat, maize and, of course, peas. My tourist farm, called Uflika in Dźwiniacz Dolny, has been around since 1996. Since the year 2000, we've been baking bread here. From 2005 on, we have specialized even further. We have been holding demonstrations and workshops. We have got even a regular event in the first week of August. We have called it the Feast of Bread. Getting the right temperature of the oven is most important. It's not really the question of the flour. You can't improve bread much with just flour or additives, although you can try various additives: sunflower seed, pumpkin seeds, linseed or whey. Housewives used to add boiled and mashed potatoes for the bread to remain fresh. But if you get the oven temperature right, bread will always turn out well.
Ale jeśli jest piec prawidłowo nagrzany, to chleb się zawsze uda. W dzieży mamy kwas chlebowy.
In the kneading trough, we've got some kwas, which we'll use to make bread. First, you add water to the kwas to dilute it somewhat. The kwas is the very leaven with which you start making bread. Now we will keep adding small amounts of flour. I can remember my grandmother baking bread at home. That was really something. I can remember waiting intensely for the fresh hot bread. However, I did not bake it myself, so now I had to recall some things, ask somebody who did remember, and learn how to do it. I have turned to the housewives who have continued baking bread, who remember what their mothers had taught them, and who cherish the tradition even today. Usually, I bake traditional village bread on a cabbage or a horseradish leaf, as it used to be done in the days of old. I do it to avoid sprinkling bran on the spade, because in the period preceding the new harvest, bran used to be worth its weight in gold. It was added to flour so that more loaves could be baked. You must cover it with the hand, just like that. Well done! Who else wants to try? During the workshops, I try to make it clear, especially to the children, that bread must be respected. It was not a long time ago that when a slice of bread dropped to the floor, it would be picked up and kissed out of reverence. I think that bread has lost its value. Nowadays, everyone just takes it for granted, but only 2 decades ago, things were different. This is a good, crusty loaf. It must be ready to eat. Of course, after it cools down.
Taki chleb w ilości aż 300.
This is the type of bread we bake, at least 300 loaves, during the Feast of Bread, from the grain to the loaf. It is cut into slices and handed out, with lard, butter or curd cheese, to our guests. Apart from that, tourists may enjoy the performances of the groups from Poland, Slovakia and Ukraine, while the craftsmen present their products. The Feast of Bread is held in the first week of August.
I przynoli go, czym ja